Hello, my name is Jimmy Harrington. I attended St. Ben's from 1962 through 1968, and that included 4 years of high school and 2 years of college. My classmates who stayed continued on through another 2 years of college. So how I got here, I guess, I wouldn't say by accident, but I guess by tradition. I came from a community and a family with many religious. I had 2 aunts that were Sisters of Mercy, several cousins, so it was kind of the thing to do, I guess. But when I got here, it was an entirely different life. Everybody was together, everybody got up at the same time, went to meals together. It was more of a family than our family. Although we had 6 of us, 6 kids in the family, this was super family. To what that meant to me, let me tell a little story. My brother and I were out in the boat one day off of Deer Island in Biloxi, and we ran aground. And I jumped out of the boat to push the boat, and the boat didn't move, but I sank down into the mud. Point being is that unless you have a place to stand, you can't push anything. And that's what St. Ben did for me. It gave me a foundation in life that not only helped me religiously, but in every aspect of my life, that firm foundation. One time a guy said to me that, if you've never been in the military, you don't understand discipline. It was very difficult for me not to laugh at him. If you weren't at the seminary during those times, you didn't understand discipline, and that we did understand. When I think of my classmates and the people here, although I don't see them much or whatever, but they were friends. They were a part of my life. And when I think back on people that I knew and grew up with, it just gives me a warm glow. It makes me understand who I am, and that without that extra foundation, that extra push, I would have been an entirely different person. Well, these buildings were the buildings that we went to school in were new in 1959. I got here in 62. The gym had been here a long time before those buildings. So it was very important in our lives, particularly in mine, because I was a barber, and the barber shop was in the top of the gym. And so that allowed me to earn a little bit of spending money at the snack shack. But not only the gym, but all of the physical activities, football and tennis and basketball and ping pong and particularly handball. Developing yourself physically is very, very important, as well as spiritually and academically. When I left St. Ben's to go to the University of Southern Mississippi in 1968, there were a lot of things I was lost about, like how to get a date. But the things that I had were a solid religious foundation, a solid educational foundation, and a solid physical life and mental life. So it was my family. This was the family that I grew up in, and I have continued to work on various projects basically since I left here. when we first were allowed in the Alumni Association. It was such a joy to come over. One day, I even hitchhiked over here to get to an alumni meeting. And not everybody, but most people that came through here, it really changed their lives and made them a fuller and stronger person. And I am now and will forever be grateful for that.